Hey guys, John Velasco here with VR Source. So last week I got to check out this upcoming game for the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. It's called The Assembly and it's from this UK publisher developer. And basically, this is unlike some other games we've seen so far for VR because this is what they want to call as an interactive story type game. Now, the thing about The Assembly is that the game is very big on its storytelling. It has a good pace, and if you're a fan of action games, this is not going to be the type of game for you because it is a slower pace, a little bit more subdued when it comes to that stuff. So basically the story, I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil it, but you play the role of two characters. You have two protagonists in the game, and basically you're trying to uncover what's going on in this base that is operated by this secret group called The Assembly. They're performing all these crazy experiments on humans, but you play these two characters. They're kind of working together. They have two different storylines, but they're just out to find out what's going on. So you put on the VR headset and you're instantly put into this first-person perspective. Now, I played my fair share of first-person games for VR, and I gotta say, most of them tend to make you feel sick after a few minutes of gameplay, but it seems like the folks kind of solved that by doing a slight trick. Now, you don't have complete freedom or fluid movements when it comes to this first-person view. You use the left analog stick to look around, so you're able to actually move your character, and of course you rotate your head so you can see more of where you're at. But you don't actually move forward or move backward. There's a button you press that allows you to jump, or as I like to call, teleport, because you just pick a place somewhere in the scene where you want to go to, you place it, and your character automatically jumps to there or teleports. And the right analog stick does some quick movements, either slight angles to the left, to the right. It's quick cuts, not a steady movement, so your eyes aren't being affected by all the motion. And if you press forward or backwards on the right analog stick, the character kind of teleports again, a little bit forward or a little bit backward. But I gotta say, they kind of minimize the sickness that happens with most other first-person shooter games. So I got a chance to play a good chunk of the game during my demo, almost an hour long, and the story is pretty involved. And like I said, that's the critical thing about The Assembly. It's really story driven. You got to really pay attention with the conversations you talk with people, and there's a lot of problem solving involved in this game. You're gonna explore the labs, the offices, look for keys, read emails on your computer, and so forth. And it really requires the gamer to actually pay attention to all these small details, because that's what's gonna help you to uncover what's going on at the assembly. The game comes out July 19th and it's going to sell for $29.99. It's going to be available for the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, so your choice. And it's also going to come out to the PlayStation VR once it launches. And there's also going to be a non-VR version if you want to play traditionally on your PC. So if you guys want to learn more about the assembly, you can check out our website, VR Source, your source for all kinds of reality.